Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Siren Redd and you're watching Siren Redd Tarot, and today I'm going to be actually doing our pick a card on camera today. I don't usually do I don't usually show my face, but I don't know, I felt cute today. So I'm like, I'm gonna do one on camera and then I'm gonna do the rest of them off camera at the tarot desk. But anyway, how are you guys? How are you guys? How are you guys? The timestamps will be in below, so you could just meditate on the timestamps below, so that way you can pick your card. Today's reading is going to be about what are your spiritual gifts. So what spiritual gifts do you have, and like how you should use them. So that's what I'm going to ask. So I got 3 decks here. I have my Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I have my, for pile 1 is my Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Pile 2 is my Angel Tarot deck. I forget what the fucking real name of it. I know it has a name, but I just call it Angel Tarot because it's like angel messages. And then pile 3 is my red affirmations deck. So I'm gonna give you a moment. I'm gonna try to hold them up, but like, you know, just pick from the timestamps below. 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, so you could pause the video if you need more time, but we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to see. What are the spiritual gifts of my phone? So your first card out is the X of Presents. So what I'm saying with this card, okay, it's in the to pull 4. It's asking me to pull 4 before I start telling you guys like what it is. So I'm gonna pull 4 cards. But I already know. Yeah. You got that. What is that? The 10 of Needles. Oh, you got the Devil card. Nice to meet you. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting. How should they start using their gifts too? How should they start using their gifts? 2 at the bottom of the deck. 3rd one from the top. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm gonna put this over here. And I'm gonna pull advice this time. Okay, so I'm ready, guys. So you have the, we're gonna say X of Presents, because if you're new to my channel, y'all know I don't give a fuck what the card actually means. I go by like what I'm intuitively told by the card and what images are on the card. So you have the X of Presents. We have the X of Needles. We have the Devil card. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So what are your gifts intuitively? What I'm hearing, I already had said this when I started, but they wanted me to pull all your cards first. You have the gift of manifestation. So shit literally falls out of the sky for you. I feel like this may have been happening since you were younger, since you were a child. Maybe you like I feel like some of you guys, like as a child, you may have thought about something and then it just kind of came to you and like nobody knew how, or you may have said something was going to happen and then it happened and they took that as you being psychic. And I want to say, all right, so I'm not a spiritual expert. I don't know everything about everything about everything. You know what I'm saying? I just know what I know. But there is a difference between being a psychic and just being a master manifester. Like being a quote unquote psychic, or somebody who could see we can't really see the future, but you can see the energies and shit, is the ability to see shit in other people, in or on other people, or something that's going to happen to other people. Being a master manifester, you could be both though, don't get me wrong, but being a master manifester is somebody who can make kind of like either influence the universe to do stuff, or they just are really good at attracting stuff to themselves or others, stuff like that. So that's not the same thing, you get what I'm saying? So I think that some of these people in this pod, you guys, maybe your family was growing up thought you were like a medium or a psychic, because maybe you may have said something or wanted something and it came to you and they mistook that as they mistook that as you being psychic. That's a specific message for somebody. I don't know who that's for, but that's very specific. Like, so your family thought all the time thought you were psychic, but actually your gift is you easily attract what you want to you and easily attract what you want to others, right? So your next card is the X of Needles. With, like, as you can see with this card, it's like everything that you want is attracted to you. Like, it's like a magnet. So if you want more money and you think about more money, it'll come to you. If you want love and you want more love, it'll come to you. If you want, hold on, I'm about to explain that in a minute, because I can hear somebody talking. They're like, oh, if I want more money, but I'm not making the money. Hold on a motherfucking minute, right? So if you want more, something is going to come to you. Now, with manifestation, if you don't, because this is not, I feel like this whole time you may have thought you was intuitive. You probably read tarot and shit. But honestly, if you do tarot the right way, you don't really have to have a gift. Intuitive, I feel like intuitive tarot readers and regular tarot readers are different, but that's like a whole nother shit. So we're not going to get into that. But what I will say is this. When you can be an active manifestor, you can be a good manifestor all you want to, but if you're not sure about what you're attracted, it's going to come to you any type of way. So let me give you an example, because I always let me give you an example, because I tell you I would like to help y'all with chores, not because I want to talk about myself. Every time I manifest big lump sum of monies, it always come in a car accident. It always come in a car accident. I don't know why, but it always come in a fucking car accident. Every time I manifest large lump sums of money, it always came in a car accident. So now it happened 3 times. So now I remember, like, to say, like, oh, I want this lump sum for money, but just don't fuck my car up, right? And now it will come in other ways. But I'm saying, like, if you ask for something, it's going to come to you, but it's going to come to you any type of way. Like, Spirit's going to give it to you any type of way. So just be aware of that. So maybe you're thinking like, okay, you're thinking to yourself like, okay, I want all this stuff, and I manifest. Well, I think I'm manifesting all this stuff because I'm asking for it, or I'm thinking of it and shit like that. When you are, because the power is already in you and it's already a part of you. It's already a part of you, but at the same time, like, it's in you and it's already a part of you. But at the same time, you're not really it's no structure, if that makes sense. Like, it's no structure. It's like, oh, I want more money, and since you already have that power within you, money's gonna come to you, but it might just be like fucking $5 that you find on the side of the road, or it might just be like, more hours at work or some shit, because you're not specific. So you can have a power and not know how to wield it. That's what I'm saying. So with the devil card, they want you to know, like, your gifts is so powerful that you even attract bad stuff to you. So if you're constantly thinking about bad stuff, this person's going to cheat on me, this person's going to do me wrong, this person's going to do dirty, this person's going to steal from me, whatever fuck you think, that shit is coming to you as well. So Spirit wants to remind you that your power is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. So you're the type of person that if you evil eye someone too hard, whatever harm that you hope comes to them is going to come to them. So they want you to be very, very careful with your power, because this is another way you can kind of rack up karma by accident, because you're thinking so hard, like, oh, I hope that person died, and then you motherfucker accidentally manifest it, and then they pass away, or somebody close to them passes away, or some shit like that, but that really hurt, and you think it's a coincidence when it's really not. Because if you was thinking that for a fucking whole year, and then their motherfucking mom died, then because I don't want to say it like that, because it's not your fault, but it's just like, with great power comes responsibility. I'll say that, because that's like a bad example, because maybe you can't kill people. I don't know how strong you are, but maybe you could just, make somebody lose their job, or make somebody have a hard day, or motherfucking get hit by a car, or like get some shit stolen out their car, or like do bad in their business, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is subjective, and like, people are protected, but like, if you come across somebody and you manifest hard enough, you can make something happen to them. So they want you to be mindful and aware of that, because some stuff that you have manifested onto yourself and others that was negative, some stuff that has happened to yourself and others that was negative is a result of your manifestation. So they want to say be careful about like that. Your last card is the Wheel of Fortune. So as far, like, again, like, it's very much attraction. Yeah, it's very much attraction. You also have, like, I'm not saying like, okay, because I was like weird, because I don't want you on here thinking you Superman. Like, I don't want you thinking you Superman, because you got power and it's lit. You got power and it's definitely lit. But you know, we all have restraints and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, the Most High and the Divine is the controller. We all have free will. But they want you to know, like, you can control the timelines. Like, if you really learn how to manifest and manifest with intention, maybe using bay leaves, maybe using candles, maybe actually using like manifestation spells, or like meditating manifestation. If you learn how to do that, you'll be able to manifest the timeline. So let's say like let's say you want to move a year from now. Also, be motherfucking reasonable. All right, like, some shit is going to come the next day and some shit is not going to come the next day. But anyway, let's say you say you want to move out in a year, or you want to move somewhere else in a year. If you focus on that intention, and if you use those tools and correctly manifest, you will be able to move out within that time frame in that year. But you gotta focus. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, your power right now is unfocused, and I think that's because you thought you was an intuitive this whole time, and you might be a little intuitive, but I don't feel like that at all. Especially if you're a Pisces, like, you might have thought that you was a little bit intuitive because of your family, and like you would say stuff and it would happen, but it's really because you were manifesting it, right? It's really because you were manifesting it. So now we're gonna move on to our last question: how should you use this power now that you know what your gift is? How should you use your gift? Your first card you got out was the Five of Needles. The Five of Needles, and then you had, well, I'm gonna go through each one differently. I'll go to each one. So the Five of Needles. So how should you use this gift? You should definitely use this shit against your enemies. So I'm not saying manifest. I would never tell y'all to manifest like some bad shit on the people. Like, oh, I want them to get hurt, or I want their family to get hurt, or I want something to happen to them. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, definitely manifest. Definitely manifest for people to be removed from your life. So don't sleep on, oh, I wish this person would never talk to me again. I wish this person would stop hurting me. I wish this person, I wish you would expose this. I wish you would expose this person for who they truly are, or how they treat me and how they treat others and stuff like that. So start using your manifestations to help you with your enemies and people trying to attack you, and the toxicity, people trying to bring toxicity in your life, to either bring what they're doing to light, or stop what they're doing, or to remove them from your life. That's another way. Then you have how should you use your manifestations? The second way you have is the potions. So what I'm saying here is, this is like a store. Like, I'm hearing like kitchen witch. Yeah, I'm hearing like kitchen witch. So something about Etsy. I think that, okay, so yeah, you should definitely like start selling stuff. So you could also use it by monetizing your gifts. So maybe like, people, I know people on Etsy specifically, they might make like gems and stuff, and they put their intentions. I actually buy like an intention oil from a trusted I guess witch or sorcerer off Etsy. I also buy like different like bath stuff and stuff like that. Like, I'm very anal about who I buy stuff for. So if you're going to start buying stuff, that's a side note. Just make sure you're like looking at, like, make sure you're checking a vibe. Make sure you're checking a vibe and asking them, hey, like, do you use white magic? Do you use deities? Like, where the fuck is your magic coming from? And who is helping you? You get what I'm saying? Is it from you? Is it a gift? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or is it something you conjured? So you gotta make sure you asking questions and shit like that. But for the rest of you guys who have this actual power, you can actually start like an Etsy shop and put your intentions and stuff. Like, you can put your intentions in the oil so people can wear it, or you can put your intentions in like, candles. You can put them in, like, you can put your intentions in anything. Like, like, people think that magic is like this thing where you gotta motherfucking have like a fucking skull head, and you gotta have blood, and you gotta have all this other shit. When in reality, literally, I could take this lip gloss and speak in my intentions to the lip gloss. Every time I wear this lip gloss, everyone want to kiss me. Every time I wear this lip gloss, everyone want to kiss me. Every time I wear this lip gloss, everyone want to kiss me. And I could just really believe that every time I wear this lip gloss, that everyone want to kiss me. And I guarantee you, especially with a power like yours, I guarantee you, every time I wear this lip gloss, everyone will want to kiss me. You get what I'm saying? Just use your fucking intentions. Like, just use your, you can really enchant anything. So they're saying that you can also monetize it by opening a shop and like either enchanting stuff for people, or like making oils that are already enchanted, or like necklaces and bracelets and stuff that are already enchanted. Your last card out for how should you use your gifts, you have the 5 of Presents. Something about changing the past. Changing the past, getting over the past. Oh, I don't really like this card. It's something about death. What are you saying? Changing the path. Changing the path of death. Okay, I don't think it's changing the path, like you can't change like somebody dying, but it's not about healing people through death or something like that. I don't know if it's somebody gonna know what I'm talking about, but I'm very confused. Okay, they said choose from the bottom of the deck. You have the 4 of Candles. Healing. I don't like seeing that though, Spirit. I think that I'm not more so saying that you can heal. I'm not more so saying that you can heal death, and I'm not more so saying that you, because like I don't want to be seeing like, because this is like, damn, this had to be the reader I put my face in. I don't want to say that you're a superhero, because like that's weird, you know what I'm saying? But I will say, like, don't sleep on being able to heal others with your manifestation. So like, you know, let's say somebody's sick or something like that. You might actually, depending on how powerful you are, you might actually be able to manifest healing for some people. Like, you might actually be able to go in there and be like, okay, you're going to be okay. And really put that intention out there, and that person really be okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about that, because this is, first of all, this is on camera, but you'll know what I'm talking about. Those who have that, and I feel like whoever said it, because I've seen like coffins and like something about a fucking funeral home or some shit, like, but you'll know who that's for. That's for somebody specific. That's for somebody specific. But you might have the gift of healing, like health wise. Okay, let's get some advice, and then I'm going to close this reading. I'm going to pile number 2. So your advice is to start manifesting. Specifically, start manifesting around the moon. So find the moon cycles and shit like that, and start manifesting. They're saying that you'll be better manifesting at night. Like if you use like the moon or whatever, night rituals and shit like that. But the nighttime, also through your dreams as well. Manifesting through your dreams. Don't get me the line, girl, boy. I don't know how, but if you start manifesting through your dreams and stuff, that will work as well. But yeah, but with that being said, that is your reading, pile number 1. I hope it resonates. If it does, please let me know. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video. If you're interested in a personal reading, that information in the description box below. If you're interested into my free reading giveaway, all you have to do is leave a red heart in the comment section below. And with that being said, I'm going to move on to my next pile. Okay, pile number 2. What are pile number 2's gifts? How are you guys today? Alright, see where this is going. Pile number 2's gifts. I don't like reading on camera. I don't know why I did this. I don't know. I like How should they start using their gifts? Okay. Okay. All right, so for your first card out, what is your gifts? You have you know what to do. So you might be really good. I feel like pile number 2, you're really good at giving advice. So one of your friends have a habit of asking, like, what should I do about a situation? Should I go here? Should I do this? Should I talk to this person? Like, a lot of people come to you for advice. I'm saying you might be a Taurus, Capricorn, big Pisces and Virgo energy. You have a good, your gift is giving advice. However, the reason why you're good at giving advice is because you're intuitively. So you're subconsciously, like, if you don't already know, because some of you guys are like, oh girl, I already know I'm intuitive, like, fuck out of here or whatever. But some of you guys, y'all like don't really know that y'all intuitive, so y'all just like doing shit. You get what I'm saying? Y'all just like saying shit, but y'all don't really know where it's coming from. But it's just like you might want to, oh, I feel like I did this reading before. That shit's crazy when I have deja vu, because I remember this exact statement I'm about to say. But you have see that shit? That's the I feel like that's so Raven sometimes. But what was I saying? Yeah, so you might be the type of friend that's always like, oh, I just got a feeling you shouldn't trust him, or I just got a feeling you shouldn't go there, or I just have or like when something happens, you'll be like, yo, I had a feeling you shouldn't have did that. The feeling that you get is not it's not a random feeling. It's not, you're not crazy, you're not like an overthinker. And yeah, like some of us are probably overthinkers as well, but you're not crazy, you're not an overthinker, like nothing's wrong with you, like per se. You get what I'm saying? You're not a worrier and like shit just be going wrong, and you're not manifesting for shit to go wrong. You intuitively know it's going to go wrong, because you can either see, like, your gifts, like some of you guys might can see, but I feel like a lot of you guys, y'all really can't see it, but y'all can feel it. And we don't really talk about the different types of intuitives. You got intuitives that can see, like I can see like little bits of images, and I can hear, and I got feeling. So I guess that's all the way around. But like some people just can hear, some people can just see, some people do it in their dreams, some people can just feel. You get what I'm saying? So you might be a person that just can feel. Like you might get a funny feeling, or like I don't know what your feeling feels like, but you'll know what your feeling feels like. Like, but you can feel intuitively like the energy is off, or something is off about what somebody's asking you, or what they're saying, or like, or whatever. And that's how you're able to give advice. You always know what to do, right? Remember who you are. You also, a part of your gifts is because you're so intuitively, you pay attention to details, so you remember everything. So people might say, oh, somebody might be telling you a story, and you'll catch the part where they said something that was off, and you'll remember that they said it, and they won't even know that they said it, or some shit like that. Like, how much I say this? Like, you ever been telling somebody something, and then like they're like, oh, really? You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't catch that. You know what I'm saying? So people have a habit of just coming to you and kind of like spewing out information, because they know that you're gonna like pick it apart and figure out what's wrong, and like help them solve it, if that makes sense. So your memory is very good. Like your memory is very good. So that's also a part of one of your witchy gifts, is having a very good memory. So it's hard to get stuff past you. Then you have nurture. So it looks like you have a couple of gifts here. You have the gift of memory. You have the gift of being intuitively feeling intuitively, and then you have the gift of nurture. The reason why I say nurture is because you understand, like, the reason why you have nurture here is because I feel like you're like have empathic gifts as well. You can have multiple gifts, so empathic gifts as well, because when you were giving this advice, or when you're helping people and elevating people and stuff like that, you're doing it you're doing it out of love, and not out of spite, and out of I don't want you to do this, because it's like you find a way to say stuff to where it's not hurting people's feelings, but it was still like help them get through whatever they're trying to get through, and it's still very good advice. The reason why you're like this, and you probably always thought to yourself like, why can't I just be me? Why can't I just be hard feelings and shit like that? And it's because you are empath, so you can feel how they feel. You can feel how they feel. So people are able to talk to you and be like, oh, like people are able to talk to you, and you're able to see the hurt in their, you're able to see or feel the hurt in their eyes or their energy or whatever, and you'll know also based on that. This is a good lineup. This is a good lineup, right? You're able, based on all that put together, you're able to give good advice. You're able to give good advice. With the prosperity card, you're able to give a lot. You're able to give a lot because you it's like another gift of yours is the gift of giving. Like another witchy gift is the gift of giving. Like we underestimates things as being a gift because we think that's how everybody are, but in reality you're not everybody like that. You just have a perception of how everybody is based on how you are. So if you're a fuck person, most fuck people think that everybody are fuck people because they're a fuck person. So you being a giver and a lover, you think that most people are giver and lovers because that's who you are, but in reality that people are not. You get what I'm saying? So a witchy gift of yours is being able to give and give and give, but be able to regenerate yourself, that you're not over giving. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's up. You got intuitively, you got intuitively feeling. You have the gift of memory, the gift of empath, and you have the gift of giving, which is kind of like the same thing as empath. So what should you do with these gifts? Let's see what you should do with these gifts. You have you have clairvoyance. I'm helping you to physically, I'm helping your physical sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So what should you do with this gift? You should continue to give people love. Give love, people and animals love. I don't know why I made me say animals. Some of you guys might be a vet or do something with animals or something like that, or have animals, or might be watching this with a cat, specifically an orange cat in bed right now. If you are, comment. But anyway, okay, and somebody has a black one with like white feet or some shit like that. Mittens. But anyways, like I was saying, hold on. Okay, relax. I don't want to say that. I don't have time for that though. I just want to yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, so continue to give your love to others, and continue, because the love and giving people the love and sharing your gifts to people is going to continue to elevate people. Now, I'm not saying you're here to be used, but I'm saying like sometimes people meet you to so they can elevate. So one thing I would like to say is like life is literally like a video game. So I feel like spirit, God, whoever want to call it, put certain people on this earth with certain jobs. Like some people are just here to learn their lessons. Some people are here to learn their lessons, but they also have gifts, so they're aligned with certain people they can help. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you have people that might come in your life for a little while and then kind of leave out, and it's not really no beef or nothing, but it's just kind of like whatever the energy was, it's like kind of done. You get what I'm saying? So there's that. Then you have crystal clear intentions. So you have a gift, and it's cool to give this gift to others. It's cool to help everybody. It's cool to be kumbaya and all that shit. But at the end of the day, do not forget to use your gift for yourself. So if you know that you have this gift and you can help others, do not forget to help yourself, because it's cool to help others. It's cool to do stuff for others, but what about you? What are you doing for you? How are you loving you? How are you giving back to you? You are just important to all the people you're helping. So when spirit tells you intuitively to do something for yourself, do it. If spirit tells you intuitively to not do something for yourself, don't do it. When you need to remember how people treat you, remember how people treat you. When you need to be empathic to yourself and give yourself the love that you give away to others, do so. You know what I'm saying? Do not forget to give to yourself. So use it for your own manifestation purposes into, and trust. Because I feel like, because this goes with the next card is indigo children, but I feel like this pile might have a habit of helping others and giving them advice based off their intuitive gifts, but when it comes to you, you just don't follow it. Like you just be like, oh no, you just don't follow it. But I mean, what's the point? My thing is, what's the point of doing that? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of doing that if you know if you know that it helps others, why wouldn't it help you? You get what I'm saying? It's almost if you don't trust yourself, and you gotta heal from that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta heal from like pouring too much into others and not pouring more into yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that you do it to the point where you like stress yourself out or hurt yourself, but it's like, what about you? You know what I'm saying? Is that then you have indigo towards you. How should you use your gifts? Of course, helping people who are younger than you, helping people who do not have the same experience, spiritual insight as you, etc. So just basically like helping others, especially people who don't understand spirituality or are not on a spiritual path, that could be very beneficial to them. So what is your advice? You have overcoming difficulties. So with overcoming difficulties, what I'm seeing here is these gifts will help you. These gifts are not a burden. They have helped you get over a lot of hard times, even if you don't realize it, and it will continue to do so. So I know that it can get annoying with people always coming to you and shit like that, asking you for advice and always needing help, but just to understand that you are helping people and you are changing people's lives, even if they don't tell you that they took the advice, they motherfucking did it. Like sometimes you might say something to somebody, you might not see them make the change, but they have made the change within them. Okay, then you have moon cycles. So what I'm seeing here is understand that some shit you just can't stop. Some shit you just can't stop. Like some shit, sometimes your homegirl is going to keep messing with that fuck boy. Is going until she get her heart broken to enough where she says, okay, I'm done. You get what I'm saying? And it says, okay, until I'm done. So some shit is a cycle for everybody. So some shit, no matter how much advice or how much intuitive feeling you get from something being bad for somebody, sometimes it just has to happen. You have to let it go. Then you have bright idea. So with the bright idea card, do not think that whatever you're saying in your mind or whatever's coming to you intuitively, empathically, all these gifts I mentioned earlier, do not think it's wrong. It's correct. It's correct. Because this, this reminds me of sometimes when I be doing that shit, because intuitively is one of my gifts as well. Like they'll tell me to do something, but I won't do it because I'm like, nah, I'm just crazy. That's a voice in my head. And then later on, I'll be like, damn, I wish I did that when you told me to do that. You get what I'm saying? And when you start doing shit like that, that's when your gifts get stronger. That's when your gifts get stronger, if that makes sense. So make sure when spirit is asking you when spirit is telling you to do something or asking you to do something, or you intuitively feel like you should do something, make sure you're listening to that. Make sure, because you can tell the difference, especially if it's not something that's harming you. Like, because spirit would never tell you something that's harming you, so why when you do it? You get what I'm saying? So if they're saying don't fuck with him, don't maybe not fuck with him. You get what I'm saying? But with that being said, that is your reading pile number 2. I hope it resonates. If it does, please let me know. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video. If you're interested in a personal reading, that information description box below. If you're interested in my free reading giveaway, all you have to do is leave a red heart in the comment section below. And with that being said, I'm gonna move on to our next reading. Okay, pile number 3. Let's see what your witchy gifts are. It's a beautiful spread, pile number 3. Okay, let's see what your witchy gifts are. So your first card out is Curiosity. So starting right immediately, I see that your gift is definitely opening up people. People feel like they can open up to you. People feel like they can be themselves. I feel like when you meet people, you're like a breath of fresh air, because they're like, damn, I finally don't have to pretend. I finally don't have to be what this 3D world wants me to be. Like, I could finally just be myself. I could finally just be free. I could finally just be open. So that's one of your gifts, is people feel really comforting to you. So because I don't want to know. I don't want to say it's an empath, because empath is more like you can feel others' pain, so that way you can feel others' feelings, so you have empathy for them, and you can kind of like it's easy for you to reason with them, because you can understand them because of your gifts. This is more so like people feel comfortable with you, like, you know what I'm saying, like your energy is very inviting. Your energy is very inviting and it's very healing to people, so people like being around it because they feel like whatever weight they had on their shoulders is kind of just taken off, and it's like it's things that they always wanted to tell people, they're able to tell you with ease and not feel embarrassed or ashamed about it, if that makes sense. The next card out is best self. So another one of your intuitive gifts, like that one, like you got some really good gifts here. I don't know you want to hear about that one, but you guys already know, like motherfuckers just like talking to you, like, because you're invited. But this gift right here is the one I'm jealous of. You have, well, I'm not really jealous, but you get what I'm saying, because I don't want you to think I'm being like that, but you have the gift of astral projection. In another world, when the world was more magically open, I think that you would be one of the people that could actually like teleport or something like that. I don't know why I feel like that, but I just feel like that. But and maybe in another like astral plane or like spiritual plane you can, but it's like it's given like you are the type of person that can astral project within your dreams. So you might have like some of the wildest fucking dreams. Pile number 3, like you might be like in like Bali. I'm hearing like Bali. I'm seeing deserts. I'm just seeing this person walking and traveling, like going to like all these crazy ass places and shit. And you're like damn, like where am I at? But it's like you're conscious. The way that you know that your astral projection is when you're in your dream, but you're like conscious that you're in your dream. Does that make sense? Like you're conscious in your dream. There's a difference between having a dream and then waking up and forgetting that you're having a dream, and then having a dream where you're you're sleeping. But you're literally conscious during your dream. Like you're talking to people, like, you know what I'm saying? You're walking around, going here and there, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to wake up in a minute. Or like when you feel yourself waking up, you're like, damn, I don't really want to wake up yet because I'm enjoying myself. Some shit like that. With astral projection, like even though like this is like a gift that's given to you guys, I would be careful with that. I've astral projected before, but I don't really like it because like I love it, like being in it, but I don't know how to control it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say like if you're gonna be doing that, I don't know if you should do like I think you should find somebody who's a seasoned astral projector and get their take on it, honestly, because that's some shit you need educating for. Because I've heard that you can astral project somewhere and be stuck there and never wake up, and that's how some people like die in their sleep and they be young as shit and they be trying to figure out like why they didn't wake up or some shit. Or your ass can astral project somewhere and like whatever fucking entity can attach to you and you can wake up and that shit can be following you. It's a whole bunch of shit. Like it's because people be thinking like it's some sci-fi shit, but if you really think about it, like the world itself don't make sense. So why would y'all think it's just this? You get what I'm saying? But that's another conversation for another time. So find somebody who's a professional at astral projection or knows about astral projection. Do your research before you get into this, because I feel like this would be fun, but it's also very dangerous. So know that, okay? Then you have humility. So you have the ability, like I said before, when I pulled that first card of curiosity, I wish these two was next to each other. You have the ability to change the tempo of a room, change everybody's attitude in a room or everybody's attitude in a group. So you are one of those type of people. You ever been in like a hostile environment or walked into a hostile environment, but then once you got there, everybody just start chilling, everybody start being cool again because of you? Like you ain't really have to say much, but like around you, everybody just chill. Like some people have that. Like some people have that where they could control how everybody feeling in a room just by like, oh, talking like, oh, Tommy's here, like, oh, we can all chill. Or like if you want some shit, everybody else on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that. So it's like you have that, and people mistake that as star quality, and it is star quality. But at the same time, sometimes that should be like, you know, it's energetic. It's an energetic gift. But the thing is, a lot of us walk around with all these gifts and shit like that and don't really know nothing about it because we wasn't really introduced to spirituality. We think it's fake. We think it's TV, even though how the fuck they know about that shit if it's fake? You get what I'm saying? Like, But that's another thing. But anyway, you know, because movies don't come out of thin air. You ain't just make up a witch, but you know what I'm saying? So, but I always say, like, how I see that is like, yeah, so you have the ability to change the energy in a room. Then you have the independence card. So you attract people to you. So if you want to talk to somebody or you want to be with somebody, listen, baby, all you gotta do is give them a look, send the energy that way, and they'll come to you. And the thing about you is, you the type of person, you probably could be a little player if you wanted to, if you're not already, because you know how to, I'm not saying be fake, but adapt to what that person wants. Like, you could see somebody, you could see a guy like, oh, I could see that he works hard, he probably needs some fun, he needs a good girl, or he needs a bad girl, he don't know how to listen, or she needs a masculine energy in her life, I'm gonna come get her. You could look at somebody and tell what they need, and then throw that energy out there and then attract them to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, attract them to you. So you got, like, I don't really want to say mind reading, but like energy reading. We'll say that, energy reading, okay? So what should you do with this gift? You have open heartness. So yeah, you should definitely keep getting to know people, getting people to open up and use that to your benefit and stuff like that. Like, you know, but be genuine with it, because you can be people's friend. You can allow people to open up and be there for you and be there for them and stuff like that. And then use their resources, shit. But you're still being a genuine person, because I wouldn't mind somebody using my resources if they're being a genuine person to me. So just keep that in mind. And then you have integrity. So this is a little weird, because it's like, you would think that it's like I'm telling you how you should use your gifts, but this is really telling you, like, sometimes you don't need to use your gifts. Sometimes just chill. Sometimes just chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, know when to use them and know when not to use them. You know what I'm saying? Because the issue is, my power number 3s, you might be Geminis as well. You have a habit of making people fall in love with you, because the more people feel like they can open up to you, the more they get closer to you. And then when they get closer to you, they feel like they're in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what love is feeling close to somebody. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is this: you cannot allow everybody to get that close to you and allow everybody to feel like they're close to you, because then everybody's gonna be in love with you. And that's why you got a whole bunch of, you be leaving a trail of broken hearts, because people be thinking they in love with you because they got to open up to you and they got so close to you, when in reality they're not really in love with you. They just don't come across that often, but that's just who you are, and that's who you are. And because that's who you are, it's kind of like, I never liked you, I do this with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, when they express themselves to you, or they see you moving on, or like you just don't give them that energy, they're confused. You know what I'm saying? They're confused, and then like you end up breaking their heart, because like, why you don't let me back? But it's just like, it's not that. You're just open. Your energy's just comfortable. But yeah, that's, you know. So sometimes you just gotta chill. Sometimes you gotta chill. So what is your advice? You have boundlessly love. So I think you should explore the option of astral projection. Definitely. I also feel like if you're going to be doing this energy controlling thing and opening people up, at least use it for good. At least you lead people down the right path, okay? Because a lot of people are going to follow wherever you go. Then you have cleansing. So when people are telling you about like the stuff that bothers them and stuff they go through and stuff like that, suggest healing. Start suggesting healing. You get what I'm saying? And then you have the card honesty. I feel like these two go together. So being honest with people and letting them know, like, hey, like, you fucked up, bro, you need to heal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool that I talk to you. It's cool that I energetically heal you. It's cool that I energetically heal you, but you should go get therapy. You should go get chakra healing or whatever you think they need. So being honest with others, okay? But yeah, everybody has some pretty cool gifts today. This reading was really fun. That was your reading, power number 3. I hope it resonates. If it did, please let me know. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the post notification bell so I can see you. So you guys can see my next video. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.